Mercedes Maybach GLS 800. Another Mercedes. There are luxury SUVs, and then there are machines that make the world feel underdressed. The 2026 Mercedes Maybach GLS 800 SUVs doesn't just arrive, it consecrates the street. Cloaked in deep midnight blue metallic, it looks like a slice of ocean stolen from beneath a starlit sky and poured over steel. The paint doesn't just shine, it glows with layered depth, every curve catching light like brushstrokes on a moving cathedral. The towering Maybach grille rises ahead, vertical chrome spires forming a crown, flanked by digital headlights that paint the night rather than merely pierce it. Colossal, jewel-cut wheels turn slowly like galaxies rotating under royal command. This isn't design, it's ceremony. But here's the turn. Open the door, and you don't step into a cabin. You enter a private wing. Leather so soft it feels aerated. Stitching so precise it borders on calligraphy. Reclining rear thrones with ottomans extend as ambient light washes the space in sapphire, champagne, or molten gold. The panoramic roof hovers above like a glass ceiling in a modern palace, while a Burmester system turns every note into architecture for your ears. You don't sit, you're seated, then it moves. A hand-built twin-turbo V8 hybrid, tuned to a ruthless 800 horsepower, doesn't surge, it summons the horizon. Air suspension flattens chaos into silk. Rear axle steering shrinks this cathedral into something that dances, and that's when you realize this isn't an SUV at the top of the food chain. It's the food chain, upholstered. The 2026 Mercedes Maybach GLS 800 arrives in early 2026, with prices starting around $350,000. Mercedes GLE 600. Some SUVs just join traffic. The 2026 Mercedes GLE 600 doesn't join anything. It changes the atmosphere, like a monarch stepping into a crowded hall. Cloaked in deep sapphire blue that looks almost black in shadow, it wears chrome not as jewelry but as ceremonial armor. The grille rises like the entrance to a modern cathedral, the three-pointed star suspended in the center like a quiet oath. Slim LED lamps slice outward, and the body lines don't shout for attention. They guide your eyes calmly to the sheer presence of it. But here's the turn. Pull the door and the outside world drops away. The cabin is not an interior, it's an atmosphere. It's an atmosphere. Napa leather in ivory and midnight, open pore wood glowing under soft ambient light, turbine vents rimmed in brushed metal. A sweeping glass display arcs across the dash, floating like a command bridge, every graphic crisp, restrained, almost watch-like. The door closes with that signature Mercedes hush, vault, not vehicle, then it moves. Under the hood, a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 with 48-volt hybrid assist delivers 620 horsepower through 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive. 0 to 60 in about 3.8 seconds, but it never feels frantic. Power doesn't explode. It arrives smooth and sovereign. Air suspension and active body control read the road ahead, leveling, leaning, correcting before you ever feel the need. And that's when you realize this isn't a fast SUV, it's a moving penthouse. The 2026 Mercedes GLE 600 lands in early 2026, with prices starting around $120,000. Number 6. Everything else in the lot look like background props. Cloaked in obsidian, it doesn't just reflect the world, it distorts it. Twin round LED eyes glare from a slim, hostile grille. Hellcat-style hood scoop squared with modern precision. Flared fenders wrapped tight around 22-inch black alloys that don't roll so much as stock. One red LED blade across the rear signs its presence like a royal decree. But here's the turn. Inside, the brawler becomes a monarch. Bourbon brown leather, blood red ambient glow, carbon fiber and metal like weapons laid out on velvet. The thick D-cut wheel, the 14-inch screen angled toward you, gauges pulsing like a heartbeat. You don't sit in it, you strap into it, then it moves. Under the hood, a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi VT hybrid, 850 combined horsepower. EV mode prowls in silence. Hit scream or war mode and it erupts. Part thunder, part turbine, all judgment. 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. Adaptive suspension dropping, tightening, turning this tall beast into a curve-eating carnivore. And that's when you realize this isn't muscle reborn. It's muscle enthroned. The 2026 Dodge Challenger SUV arrives late 2025, with prices starting around $125,000.